keys.
Don't let them take my soul.
Not at all. Giannis is still relying on his athleticism and in their early 30s, it's time to start doing that now. So when you are 50 or 60 and you got a couple billion in the bank, now you could live comfortably and not have to worry about it.
Do you wanna know why I cry at night? Do you wanna know why I can't sleep at night? These niggas off, gon' take them out. 2 shots, pop, pop, take them out. Had a few ones try to take me out. Now I can't trust a damn soul. Own brothers against me. Should've never ever be the same. When a thug cry, do you wanna know what he crying about? When a thug cry, do you wanna know what he crying about? When a thug cry, do you wanna know what he crying about? When a thug cry.
Yo, it's your boy Troy and Chucky. Yes, we're back. It's episode 38. And man, we is moving the group and we got a lot to talk about today. CeeDee Lamb. Jerry upped the contract. He paid the bread. Was it worth it? Next, we got to talk about Dak Prescott. His contract. Is Jerry going to re-up him before the season start? Or will Dak be parting ways from the Cowboys? And you know the best is for last. It's relationship talk. But why wait? Let's dive on in. Let's talk about it. So, CeeDee Lamb gets his contract extension. 4 years, $136 million. Second highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Lamb was set to play the 2024 season on the $17.99 million fifth-year option of his rookie deal. Here's the thing. This now makes CeeDee Lamb the highest paid wide receiver in Cowboys history. So the question is CeeDee Lamb deserving of this contract? Let's see. According to his stats from last season, this is, of course, sources from ESPN.com, okay? In 2023, he played 17 games. He had a total of 135 receiving yards. He had a total of 181 targets. He had over 1,749 total receiving yards, probably second in the NFL under Justin Jefferson. He averaged 13 yards per carry. He had a total of 12 touchdowns. He had a total of 80 first downs. And, of course, 3 fumbles throughout the season. Now, with rushing, he had about 14 carries, 113 yards, averaging about 1.8 yard with 2 touchdowns. And then he had 6 first downs for rushing. See, if I was Jerry Jones, speaking from a business standpoint, right, I would have went after Juju. I would have kept CeeDee Lamb, went after Juju, right? Okay. But I probably would not have gave CeeDee Lamb this much money. Why? Because they haven't went nowhere for CeeDee Lamb to get this kind of money. I mean, I get it why he did it, because y'all can argue this all day long if you want to, okay? If Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb is horrible, whatever the case may be, that's your guys' take. Me personally, look, who is he going to throw to? What excuse you going to give Dak Prescott? Because that's all the Cowboys are sitting around. Excuses. They underachieve. They always they underperform. When the lights is bright, okay, they end up short. They get beat by every single team they not even supposed to get beat by when it comes to the first round of the playoffs. Okay? So if I'm Jerry, I wouldn't pay him. I would have got Juju, and I would have probably told CeeDee Lamb, look, I can't give you the 135. Maybe I could give you the 100. And see what he say. Just see what he say. He wants to stay in Dallas. Me as an owner, knowing he wants to stay in Dallas, okay, I could pretty much, I don't got to pay him the max. I could probably get him for this. But Jerry did that. So now, CeeDee Lamb, what you gonna do, my brother? What you gonna do? Are you gonna show the world that you're deserving of this contract? Or are you gonna underperform? And so this season, because the Cowboys, let's face it, y'all, they don't really face nobody really hard in their seasons. They don't be having no tough schedules and nothing crazy like that. Why? Because people want to see the Cowboys make it to the playoffs. We see them going to playoffs, and what happens? They get bounced the first round. They get bounced like a bad check. They get bounced like a basketball. Oh, man. Now, some people say that I am a Cowboy hater. No, I'm not a Cowboy hater. I just hate the fan base. Why do I hate the Cowboy fan base? They make me sick. Why do they make you sick, Trillionaire Chuck? Because every year, no matter what, they say, we're going to make it to the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl. And I always got to tell them, not if Dak Prescott is your quarterback. But then one says, I'm a Dak hater. Now, I gave Dak Prescott an apology, not even an apology. I gave him his props because El Rashad told me last year he was the number one QB in the NFL. And I did my comparison. He still wasn't happy with it. Oh well. What can you do? He maxed out through Jared Goff in there. And I'm like, look, Jared Goff and Dak are in the same draft class. You wanna know what the difference is? One only got accomplishments, accolades that's noticeable from their rookie year. Pro Bowl selection, I believe all Pro Bowl selection, rookie of NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. One got out the first round of the playoffs. I think Goff is an all Pro Bowl selection. Yeah. One got a little bit more than the other. And I think Goff got a Super Bowl appearance, which Dak ain't even sniffed yet. But you want to go off the stats, so hey, whatever. But let's go. That brings me to the next topic. Now, everybody knows Dak's contract is up next year. His contract is up next year. Should Jerry focus on Dak Prescott's contract now or wait until the season is over with? If you know the history of Jerry pretty much takes care of his quarterbacks. I mean, from Tony Romo to, whomever. Troy, I think, can't remember who the other quarterbacks was. I didn't bother to research them because they're irrelevant. Like I said, they're irrelevant. But Jerry takes care of, his quarterbacks. So, and this is another thing I tell El Rashad. I'm like, could Dak have left? Yeah, he could have. But he chose the money. Because Jerry gonna pay that money. So when you're getting the slander you're getting, because you're a part of America's team. You're a part of America's team. There's expectations. You underachieved those expectations. Yes, you get slandered. When this is what comes back to this. I tell people, when you're playing a pro sport, basketball, football, whatever, Each person is different. Some care about the championships, some care about the money. I look at Dak Prescott with the chances that he had, that he could have left. Now, granted, if you don't like the situation, then leave. Ask to be traded. But you're not going to do that because you know no other team may not pay you what Jerry's going to pay you. Okay? I say this with the utmost respect. Dak Prescott is a C average quarterback at best. Okay? He's a C average quarterback at best. He chooses the money. So therefore, Dak, don't complain about, hey man, you know, it's the defense. Man, look, this team's so divided. Let me tell you what the Cowboys say. Defense is like, we got our shit. We got this on lock. Well, what about the offense? We got our shit on lock. That's what defense say. They don't even be believing in the offense. That's how divided the Cowboys are. But let's go over Dak's numbers, because I did this last episode, so we'll go over some of his numbers now. Now think about it, if you're Jerry Jones with these numbers, let's see. Dak last season played 17 games. He had 69.5% of completion. Total passing yards 4,516. Yards per attempt 7.7. 36 touchdowns thrown, 9 interceptions, QBR rating of 72.7. Now, if you're Jerry, you're looking at this, you're like, dang, man, Dak did kind of good, but we always lose in the first round of the playoffs. Dak, when last time you made an all-pro team, an all-Pro Bowl team? But I think he broke a record for something, total yards, something in the past 3 years. But Dak, like, you haven't added nothing to your resume as far as like accomplishment wise, like Pro Bowl selections, Super Bowl rings, MVP of the league. You haven't. So if I'm Jerry, I'm taking that into account. Well, damn, I done had this man since 2016. I ain't win nowhere. I'm trying to win a ring. Now, people be like, nah, Jerry ain't trying to win no ring. Listen, every year, Dallas lacks something. 1 year is the defense is trash, offense is good. The next following year, the offense is trash, defense is good. It was like, I don't care what anybody say. In 2023, they had a balance. Good defense, good offense. Okay? I don't care what nobody say. The defense was just as good as the offense, and they still lost to the motherfucking Green Bay Packers. To Jordan Love and them crew. In fact, they upped Jordan Love's contract because of Dak Prescott underperforming in that damn game. When are the Cowboy fans, the Dak Prescott fan club, when are they going to realize he's just an average, regular quarterback? Now, people want to say, oh, yeah, put him on another team, and he has been won a Super Bowl. So, if Mahomes could take a team and win a Super Bowl with a bunch of rookie receivers, a bunch of nobodies, and Dak got the second best receiver in total receiving yards, what's your excuse, bro? Just accept the fact they're mediocre. The Cowboys are a mediocre team. He's not that. You're not going to win a Super Bowl with Dak Prescott. Okay? You're not. All right? Okay. Me and one guy was talking. We said if Dak could go somewhere and win now, and win a Super Bowl right now, it would be the Saints, the Raiders. I said maybe even Denver, to put them in a chance of a winning situation, right? But here's another thing, though. Dak is injury prone. Am I gonna really pay money to a QB that's injury prone? He was only healthy, what, 2016 through 2019? I mean, I was lucky to get a full season out of him in 2023. Is it gonna be like that in 2020, this season, 2024? Those are things that owners look at. What am I gonna get out of this guy? I had him. He's 31 years old. He's not young. I mean, he is young, but he's 31. So it's really up to Dak. At this point, does Dak want to sit and rot away in Dallas knowing Jerry's going to pay him that money? Or is he going to say, you know what, fuck this. I don't want a Super Bowl. Put me on a team that I can contend for a Super Bowl. Huh? It's up to Dak Prescott. If I'm Jerry, though, I don't know. If I'm Jerry, me and Dak gonna have a talk. And it's really gonna be, look, what do you feel you need this season to get us past the first round? You tell me what you need, and I'm gonna go get it. Now, you don't get us past this first round, and I gave you what you asked for? Don't talk to me about no extension. Don't talk to me about no extension. In fact, you can get your shit and get the fuck out. I gave you every fucking chance, ability, opportunity to succeed. Ball's in your court. You tell me what you need, and I'll go get it. If I'm Jerry, that's how I'm talking to Dak. That's how I'm talking to Dak Prescott. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Okay, welcome back. So, let's transition, y'all. We got women's basketball back since the women won the gold in the Olympics. Now, we got MVP talks. So, MVP talk. Asia Wilson, Caitlin Clark. We're going to win MVP. But damn, why the Shy Barbie not in there? Why Reese not in this mix? I mean, let's see here. Let me see. What is the women's season? How long is that? I think it's 40 games, but let me just double check. Let's just double check real quick. The WNBA season. How long is it? Because I think they did it to 40. Let's see here. So it runs from, okay, we know that. It runs from May 14th through September 19th. All right. The Olympics gave them like a little break, but how many games though? Yeah, they play a total of 40 games this year. Okay. So we're gonna look. I want to break this down. All right. So Caitlin Clark right now, she done played 30 games. Started all 30. She's playing roughly 35.3 minutes per game, shooting 33% from the field, from three, 89% free throw line. She's averaging 18 points per game, 5.8 rebounds per game, 8.2 assists per game, 1.4 steals per game. Right now, the Fever, after just playing a total of 30 games, so they got 10 more games left. 30 games, they are 14-16. They are third in the Eastern Conference Division. And last year, their record was 13-27. Well, I did that wrong, sorry. Yeah, last year. So last year, their record was 13-27. Right now, they are 14-16. So if they manage to be, to win out these next couple of games? Who knows? Caitlin Clark has averaged, has had 10 double-doubles this season as a rookie. I can see one's argument with Caitlin, but let's go to Asia Wilson, right? 2020, this season, she played a total of 29 games. She's averaging 34.1 minutes per game. She's averaging 26.6 points per game, 11.9 rebounds per game, shooting 51.2% from the field, shooting 37.2% from three, shooting 87% from the free throw. Her numbers are better than Caitlin's, right? One tried to say, oh yeah, the Las Vegas Aces is a super team. No, they're not. They're not a super team because they drafted everybody through the draft. So let's cut the bullshit out right there. Last season they was 34-6 and won it. So this season, which is not their best season, they're 18-12. If the Aces was to go on a 10-game winning streak, right, they'll be 28-12. If the Fever go on a 10-game winning streak, they'll be 24-16. Well, Asia with the better record, you get what I'm saying? How she's arguably in the race to win MVP. They're third in the Western Conference. And I say Angel Reese. All right, I don't count Reese out. Played 29 games, averaging 13.5 points per game, 12.9 rebounds per game, 1 point assists per game, 1.3 steals per game, shooting 18% from three, 74% from free throw. Right now, in 2023, the Sky's record was 18-22. Right now, in 2024, they're 11-18. They're fourth in the Eastern Conference. So they're right behind Indiana. If they was to go on a 10-game win streak, I mean, they wouldn't really beat nobody. So I'm looking at it like, okay, last year, because the season isn't over, they got 10 games left. So if they go on a 10-game win streak, that would make them 21-18. Reese could sneak in because the record would be better this year with the addition to her than it was last year. Asia, the record last year was better than their record is now, even if they go on this 10-game win streak, right? So it's like your team didn't improve. In fact, they declined, right? They went down. The Fever, if they were to win with the addition of Caitlin Clark, then their record is better with the addition of her than it was without her last year. So they're four. That's why it's like, but see, if these teams were to win 10 straight, I mean, it will kind of push Asia, but Asia's numbers are just so dominant that it's like you really can't push her out because she's dominant, right, on her team despite the record being what it is. Now, if she had the record, let's say that the team goes at the end of the season, they only lost 5 games, right? 35-5, right, this year. If the Aces was doing that, then it's like, yeah, hands down. With these numbers, hands down, right. But it's hard for me to not include Reese because she without her, I don't think the Sky even becomes fourth in Eastern Division because who else do they got? Sydney Carter, I think she's now out due to health and safety protocols now. So really, it's Reese. I mean, it's interesting to see, but right now, Asia Wilson, like, she's going to run away with this despite, because the record is going to be better. Numbers is better. 3-time MVP. Mrs. Smooth, Asia Wilson. Yeah, she's going to win it. Hands down. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
Are you ready to take on the ultimate basketball challenge? Our Shift Squad women's basketball shorts are designed to help you dominate the court in style and comfort with functional pockets and a unique design. These shorts are the perfect addition to your basketball gear. Get your hands on these amazing shorts for just $33 and take on the challenge with Shift Squad.
Okay, we're back. Let's get into the last segment of the show, relationship talk. Okay, we're back. So, play the clip for me, please.
Do you date younger women? Because older women aren't wiser. Older women actually require more than younger women. And younger women are easier to deal with. Older women will tell you, initiate, bring to the table, do what? Pick up a phone call, text? No. If a man wants something from me, he's got to do A, B, and C. Sir Walter Raleigh is not throwing his coat down so you can step over a puddle. You're a 30-plus-year-old woman whose time is running out and you need to date with a sense of urgency. But ultimately, they cannot do it because these pros ain't loyal. They're not loyal because they are still making emotional relationship decisions in fear, scarcity, and lack.
Okay. So, the question is, why do men date younger women? It's not what Kevin Samuels was saying, right? I 100% disagree with that crap. He says older women are hard to date. They make emotional decisions, not wiser, require more. Disagree. From the older women that I've experienced dating, and we're not talking like 2 or 3 years old, we're talking like 10 years, maybe 14 years older, right? They weren't hard to please at all. They weren't hard to please. They just they didn't understand the vision. Like older women, they've been around the block, they know what's up. I find them less they're not hard to please. In fact, they're easy to please because they're looking for someone to just spend time with them. Most of them know that their years of youth is up. They date younger because young guys makes them feel young, but they know what it really is, right? Dudes date younger women because of course they're prettier, right? They're prettier. That's one thing. Two, they can take care of the kids. I believe I talked about this in previous episodes. An older guy seen with a younger woman, that man is just looking for her to take care of the kids. That's it. Him and the kids. That's it. That's really it. But a younger guy like dating an older woman, he's not really into her like that because he's like, she don't look the same and stuff. He's young, so he's not paying attention to the fact of what she can do. No, he is paying attention to what she does for him and stuff like that. But seriously, like in the long term, it's like, nah, right? So what Kevin was saying is like, nah, bro, because when you're saying emotional decisions, I can agree to that to an extent because they don't make the smart choice in picking the right person for them, right? Because they're going off the looks and what the potential of it is instead of what is the person actually doing. Like, what are they showing you? What are they doing? But they look. It's almost like, how can I explain this? Because with older women, again, from what I experienced, they like dudes that's doing. And if the guy was to slip and fall from his journey, they'll try to do what they can to put him back on track, help him get back on track. A young woman is not going to do that, right? She's going to be like, damn, you fail. And she's going to move to the next person, right? Older women ain't. So that's why I say they're not hard to please. They're not hard to please. In fact, they're real easy to please. They're the ones that's doing all. They're calling. They're doing the calling there, and they will do the texting too. I mean, like they'll stop eventually if you're not giving that same type of energy, but they will initiate and they will come. Right? They will. The younger ones are like, why you ain't text me and why you ain't call me and blah, blah, blah. They the ones that's like, what's going on? You know, them the ones that's capping the attitude. The older chick, she just, if you don't call her, she gonna call you just to see how you doing. The young chick could be like, oh, he ain't calling me out. Fuck him. Who we think he is? So I say it's more harder to please, to deal with a younger girl than it is dealing with the older girl. Simply because, you know, the older chick, 9 times out of 10, she's more established. She has an idea of where she's at in life, or what she's doing in life. The young one's still trying to find herself. She doesn't know. That's what makes it difficult to deal with her. The older chick is not really going to be out in the streets like that. The ones that are mature. Okay, the young one's still out in the streets. You feel me? But play the next clip for me, please.
Or we can go half on the bills. I don't understand that concept of going half. That makes no sense to me. There used to be a time a man took pride in taking care of his wife, and her money is her money. I would really like to see men get back in their place of being providers and having pride in that.
If a woman can find a man to get a man to do all that for him, then all right. I don't really care what women want. I care what my woman gonna do when she with me. I don't care if I'm a billionaire. I'm not about to pay for my respect. I'm not gonna pay for your submission. It's the principalities of it. If I gotta pay you to come in this house with respect, if I gotta pay you to submit to me, then I don't want your submission and I don't want your respect. I wanna fuck with somebody who gonna respect me irregardless of my money. So what you telling me is when I lose it, you ain't gonna respect me no more? You ain't gonna submit to me no more? You gonna leave me? And it's always somebody with a bigger bag. So what you saying is your respect can be bought. And if somebody around here is willing to pay you more, you gonna go respect them. I don't want that. A woman come in the door with respect and a submission for who I am as a person, and she really fucking with me, then maybe she can earn me to do that. But that's not a given. So I don't agree. I don't agree with that at all. Cause you buying respect, and if you buying respect, it ain't really respect.
Okay, so now this question. Is the man paying all the bills? Is it paying for submission and respect? So let me ask again. Is the man paying all the bills in the house? Is he really paying for the submission and respect of his woman? That's a loaded question. It's a loaded question. Why is that a loaded question? The lady says, she say men used to take pride in paying the bills. They still do. What the fuck is she talking about? That never left. Never left. It never left. It got to the point where it's like the women felt like if a dude is paying all the bills, they had no control in a relationship. Yet they contradict themselves because they say they want to be taken care of. You got to pay the bills, pay to get a hair done, pay to get her nails done. And now guys, and I got to take this from El Rashad. Guys are now saying, what am I getting out of this? You know, if I'm doing this and this, what is it that you're doing for me? Right? Now, I challenge what dude's saying, because he's saying, at first I wasn't with him. Then I understood his angle, because he was like, I don't care if I'm a millionaire, if I'm a billionaire, right? If I gotta pay for your respect and submission, then I don't want it. He said, because if the money goes away, are you still gonna love me at the end? I've had female friends women, one I was not even really considering dating, just we was talking, but she wanted to try to date me. And I'm like, nah, you got 2 kids. And then another one I was considering getting back with. But when we got to talking about the stuff, it's like the views and everything just didn't align, which is cool. But the thinking that they were thinking is like, y'all thinking is still here, and now my thinking is up here. So this is what I mean by that, right? I'm not discrediting them, I'm not talking bad about them or nothing, but this is what I mean. Both are single moms. Both have kids. Both are struggling, right? Both said, if I gotta go half with a man that I'm dating and we live in the same place, I can't look at you as the man of the household. You can only, one said, I look at you like a roommate. So, with that being said, if the money runs out for that man, both are gonna leave. They gonna dip. People face hard times, financial hard times. And so women would rather, this day and age, women would rather struggle on their own to have a man come in and pay 50. Right? So that's why men are like, what do I get out of being with you? What is it that you can do for me? Right? Especially with to women who already have kids by another man. And they ain't even let go of that man. What I mean by that, it's simple. The two examples, they co-parent. Not even co-parent. They don't even really co-parent. The dudes don't take care of the kids, but yet they calling, trying to get money out of them, knowing they ain't gonna get no money out of them. But whenever the dudes say something disrespectful to them, they get pissed. So that's baggage. And no guy wants to come in dating a woman with a lot of baggage. Ladies, y'all don't want to date a dude with a lot of baggage, but y'all end up doing that crap. It's sad. So it's paying the bills. So now, fellas, you really got to ask yourself, damn, I'm paying this woman's bills. Am I really paying for her respect and submissiveness to me? Because if I stop paying the bills, let's say you stop paying the bills for a guarantee, try it. Don't pay the bills for 2 months. Say, babe, I ain't got it. And see how she treats you. If she still treats you like man of the household and like, we gonna work this out, then that's a real one. That's how it should be. But if she like, broke ass, what the fuck am I doing being with you? And she start disrespecting you. Now she don't want to cook dinner for you no more. Or like when y'all used to get a kiss when you came in the door, now she stopped doing that. Then yeah, you pretty much paying for submission and respect then. And if that's the case, she wasn't the one looking at you as the dude in her life to begin with. You just a dude with money that came in and took a load off her. As one of my ex would say, if you lighten my load, I'll be a better woman for you. Well, damn. How do you lighten this dude load? Oh, you'll be a better woman. How? It sound good coming out, but when you really think about it, it's like, how? So if his money stopped running, are you still going to be a good woman for that man? Or are you going to be like, you know what? It ain't working. I'm out. And go to the next dude who got the next bag? That's the question to ask, fellas. That's a question you got to ask yourself now. After seeing that video, that's a question you got to ask yourself. Damn. Am I really paying for this woman's submission and respect by paying the bills and actually being a man a provider, but am I being the provider, or am I just paying for the submission and respect from her? Will she still respect me and love me and submit to me even when the money is gone? Because I'll tell you right now, I be outside when I'm rolling through the streets of Chicago. I used to ask, why is this homeless woman with the, when you see the homeless man with the homeless woman and the kids and stuff, why are they still together? Ain't no money there. Why she just won't go find a dude with money? She still submits and respects that man. And he ain't got a dime to his name. But they sticking it out together until they come up. I say that to say, fellas, ask yourself this. Are you paying the bills in this woman's household or in your household? She's living with you. Oh, y'all got a place together. Are you paying for the submission and respect of this woman? Or does this woman genuinely love you even when the money runs out? Is she still gonna be there by your side, submitting to you and respecting you? Till next time, this your boy Trillionaire Chuck saying, always remember to love yourself and each other.
Wow.